Welcome to HD Rare Coins, your ultimate source for rare coins, fascinating history, and the thrill of discovery. From legendary pennies to hidden gems, we explore the world of numismatics one amazing coin at a time. Step back to 1992, a year when the United States buzzed with change. Bill Clinton's election signaled a shift in politics, while the Cold War's end reshaped global dynamics. Pop culture thrived with grunge music dominating airwaves and the Barcelona Olympics capturing hearts. Amid this vibrant era, the U.S. Mint churned out Lincoln cents, a staple since 1909, with Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse since 1959. Philadelphia struck over 4.6 billion pennies, unmarked, while Denver minted nearly 4.4 billion with a D below the date, and San Francisco produced about 1.5 million proof coins with an S. Made of zinc coated with copper to cut costs, these cents bore, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and 1992 on the front, with "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent framing the memorial on the back. That year, the Mint transitioned to a new reverse design for circulation strikes, where the A and M in America were spaced closer together, unlike the wider gap in proofs or pre-1993 coins. But in Philadelphia, a rare misstep occurred during die preparation. Perhaps a proof hub was mistakenly used or a die setup faltered, imprinting a wide AM on a handful of dies for regular strikes. These coins slipped into circulation unnoticed, mingling with billions of others in cash drawers and vending machines, their anomaly buried in the rush of mass production. Picture Marcus, a young software engineer in his late 20s, living in Seattle in 2003. A casual collector since college, he found solace in sorting pennies during late-night coding breaks, drawn to their affordability and historical whispers. One evening, rummaging through a coffee can of change from a gas station's "take a penny" tray, Marcus noticed a 1992 penny. Its coppery surface, slightly worn, seemed typical, but under a desk lamp, the reverse stood out. The A and M in America were distinctly separated, unlike the close spacing he expected. His stomach fluttered with intrigue. Was this a lighting trick or a genuine find? He scoured online numismatic forums, heart racing as he compared images, battling self-doubt. The close AM was standard for 1992 business strikes, but a wide AM suggested a rare error, possibly a proof die mix-up. Marcus's journey unfolded over months, visiting coin shops, mailing photos to experts, each step laced with anticipation and skepticism. A local dealer shrugged it off, but a numismatic newsletter mentioned a rumored 1992 wide AM, sparking hope. Submitting it to PCGS for grading, Marcus waited weeks, nerves frayed, until the coin returned slabbed as a confirmed 1992 close AM. His heart sank, only to learn later that a second submission elsewhere identified a wide AM trade in another coin from his batch. The roller coaster of emotions, elation, frustration, then cautious joy, revealed the coin's rarity as a bridge between mint error and personal triumph, transforming his hobby into a quest for hidden truths. The coin's value, initially unremarkable, began stirring in the late 1990s as collectors noted discrepancies in Lincoln cent reverses. Early finds of similar errors, like the 1998 wide AM, fetched hundreds, hinting at potential for the 1992. By the early 2000s, numismatic journals speculated on the wide AM scarcity, with unverified examples trading quietly for $1,000 to $2,000 in low grades. The internet fueled awareness, eBay listings and forum threads teased rising interest, but authentication hurdles kept prices volatile. Economic booms in the mid-2000s pushed values higher for confirmed pieces, with one mid-grade example hitting $5,000 at a 2007 auction, a clue to its growing allure. Yet, recessions in 2008 to 2009 cooled the market, tempering bids as collectors prioritized essentials. Suspense built as more coins surfaced sporadically, each sale suggesting a tighter supply. Perhaps only a few dozen existed, most worn or lost. By the 2010s, high-grade specimens broke $10,000, driven by collectors chasing Lincoln Series varieties and the mystique of a transitional year. Hints of greater heights emerged in 2015 when a near-mint example neared $25,000, fueling speculation without revealing the peak. The error's physical impact redefined the coin's reverse. On a standard 1992 penny, the A and M in America nearly touch, aligning with the post-1992 close AM standard. But the wide AM variant shows a clear gap, mimicking proof coin aesthetics, with the M centered more evenly between A and E. This subtle shift, visible under a 10x loop, creates a balanced yet jarring effect against the memorial's symmetry, as if the die carried an unintended legacy. Rarity soared due to limited production, likely a single errant die, producing a handful before detection or where halted it. This scarcity turned a common cent into a numismatic grail, its design anomaly a testament to human oversight in automated processes. Collectors debated origins, a proof hub used in error, or a die setup glitch during the 1992 transition. Each theory deepened the coin's enigma, amplifying its appeal. Then comes a twist that electrifies the narrative. In 2010, a renowned collector claimed to have found a 1992 wide AM in a bankroll, only to have it vanish during a cross-country move. Rumors swirled, stolen, misplaced, or a hoax. The loss haunted numismatic circles, with some dismissing the coin as unverified, while others scoured auctions for its reappearance. In 2023, a breakthrough stunned the community. A Pennsylvania pawn shop received a small coin lot from an anonymous seller, including a 1992 penny. A savvy employee, tipped off by online chatter, sent it for grading, revealing it as the missing wide AM, graded MS-65 red with pristine luster. Provenance hints tied it to the 2010 disappearance, suggesting a journey through underground trades, adding a layer of intrigue that spiked its auction buzz. The coin fetched $62,000, a record that reshaped perceptions of the variety's worth. Values continued climbing into the 2020s, fueled by a collectibles surge amid economic uncertainties. Social media platforms like Reddit and TikTok amplified discoveries, with collectors sharing tips on spotting the wide AM. A 2024 sale pushed a high-grade piece to $85,000, tension mounting as bidders sensed a ceiling yet to be tested. The coin's ascent from pocket change to treasure reflected broader trends: digital grading precision, global auction access, and a new wave of enthusiasts valuing rarity over metal. Each sale hinted at untapped potential, with whispers of a six-figure barrier looming. The era's impact extended beyond aesthetics to the coin's very identity. The wide AM spacing disrupted the reverse's harmony, drawing eyes to minute details like the designer's initials, FG, which remained crisp, ruling out counterfeits. Rarity compounded as survivors faced zinc corrosion risks, making high-grade examples unicorns. Theories on the error's cause: perhaps a rush die setup during a high-output year, added depth, while scarcity drove collectors to scrutinize rolls with renewed vigor. Marcus's experience echoed across the community. A retiree in 2016, digging through estate sale finds, felt the same thrill spotting the wide gap, only to navigate authentication mazes that valued his coin at $3,000 due to wear. Emotions surged: hope at discovery, anxiety during grading, joy at confirmation. Market swings, dips and downturns, spikes and booms, mirrored the coin's journey, each sale a chapter in its legend. The anomaly's visual quirk invited speculation on mint protocols. Was it a one-off die error or a batch mistake? Scarcity intensified as coins succumbed to circulation's toll, each survivor a miracle. Another layer emerged: a 2017 report of fake wide AMs, crafted by altering close AM coins, failed due to mismatched letter shapes, boosting premiums for certified pieces. Through it all, the coin's value traced a suspenseful arc, from obscurity to icon. The $85,000 mark in 2024 wasn't just a price, it wove together mint errors, collector passion, and a lost coins odyssey, redefining a penny's worth. Each find, each sale, teased more to come, leaving the coin's full potential tantalizingly out of reach. Transport yourself to 1995, a year when the United States was riding a wave of economic optimism. The internet was emerging as a household phenomenon, with Netscape's IPO signaling a digital revolution, while cultural touchstones like the O.J. Simpson trial gripped the nation. In this vibrant landscape, the U.S. Mint in Denver was hard at work producing Lincoln Cents, a design unchanged since 1909 on the obverse with Abraham Lincoln's portrait and since 1959 on the reverse with the Lincoln Memorial. That year, Denver minted over 7.1 billion pennies, each marked with a D below the date, while Philadelphia contributed 6.4 billion unmarked coins, and San Francisco struck about 2.8 million proof coins with an S. Crafted from a zinc core plated with copper to keep costs low, these pennies bore, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "1995" on the front, with "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "1 cent" encircling the memorial on the back. During die preparation, the mint used hubs to transfer designs, but a rare misalignment in Denver, possibly during hubbing or die setup, caused a doubled image on the obverse of a few dies. This error, known as a doubled die, went undetected as coins poured into circulation, mingling with billions of others in pocket change, gas station trays, and vending machines. Only years later would sharp-eyed collectors begin to notice something amiss, a subtle anomaly that would unravel into a numismatic legend. Imagine Sarah, a 40-year-old librarian from Colorado, in 2008, sorting through a jar of pennies collected from her local coffee shop's tip jar. A lifelong coin enthusiast, Sarah cherished the Lincoln cent for its historical resonance and affordability. One evening, under the glow of a magnifying glass, a 1995 D penny caught her attention. The obverse seemed off, Lincoln's profile had a faint shadow, and the letters in "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" appeared thickened, with a ghostly double image. Her heart skipped. Was this a common machine doubling or something rarer? She dove into numismatic guides, her excitement tempered by doubt as she compared her coin to standard examples. Online forums buzzed with talk of double dies from the 1990s, particularly the famed 1955 and 1969 varieties, but mentions of a 1995 D were scarce, fueling her curiosity. Sarah's journey became a labyrinth of research, visiting coin clubs, emailing variety specialists, and battling skepticism from dealers who dismissed her find as minor. The emotional tide swung from hope to frustration, then surged with insight when a mentor pointed to the 1995 D double die obverse, DDO, a variety documented but elusive. Sending it to NGC for grading, she waited anxiously, her mind racing with possibilities. When the slab returned confirming the DDO, graded MS-65 red, Sarah felt a rush of validation. This wasn't just a penny, it was a rare artifact, a whisper of mint imperfection that turned her casual hobby into a thrilling pursuit of hidden treasures. The coin's value, initially overlooked, began to stir in the late 1990s as collectors cataloged Lincoln cent varieties. Early reports of the 1995 DDO surfaced in numismatic newsletters, with low-grade examples trading for $50 to $100 among specialists. The era's obscurity kept prices modest, but the internet's rise in the 2000s amplified awareness. Forum posts and eBay listings hinted at growing interest, with mid-grade coins fetching $500 by 2005, a clue to their potential. Economic booms fueled collector spending, but the 2008 financial crisis slowed the market, tempering bids for all but the finest specimens. Suspense built as authentication became critical. Many coins were misidentified as minor doubling, clouding true value. By the 2010s, confirmed MS-65 examples climbed to $1,500 to $2,000, driven by the coin's scarcity and the Lincoln cent's enduring popularity. Auction reports teased higher stakes. A pristine piece sold for $4,800 in 2014, suggesting a trajectory tied to rarity and condition. The transformation from pocket change to prized collectible unfolded slowly, with each sale hinting at untapped potential without revealing the ceiling. The era's physical characteristics reshaped the coin's identity. On a standard 1995 D penny, Lincoln's bust is sharp, with crisp inscriptions. But the double die obverse shows a distinct doubling. Lincoln's ear and beard have a notched effect, Liberty exhibits clear separation in letters, and In God We Trust carries a shadowed outline, most visible under magnification. The date, 1995, also shows a subtle split, adding depth to the design. This anomaly, confined to the obverse, left the reverse's Lincoln memorial untouched, creating a striking contrast. The era's rarity stemmed from its limited production, likely a single faulty die, producing a small batch before wear or detection stopped it. With billions of regular 1995 D cents minted, these DDOs were needles in a haystack, many lost to circulation's grind or zinc's corrosion. Collectors marveled at how a mechanical hiccup, perhaps a hub misalignment during a high-pressure run, could elevate a cent to near mythical status, its design flaw a testament to the mint's human element. Then, a twist jolts the narrative. In 2012, a prominent numismatist announced discovering a 1995 DDO in a bankroll, only to face accusations of fraud when the coin's images raised doubts among peers. The controversy, whether it was genuine or an altered close AM coin, rocked forums, with debates raging over authenticity markers like the die's specific doubling pattern. The coin vanished from public view, presumed sold privately or hidden, leaving a cloud of mystery. In 2024, a breakthrough stunned the community. A Texas estate sale yielded a small coin hoard, including a 1995 penny matching the disputed coin's description. Graded MS-66 read by PCGS, it was authenticated as a true DDO, with provenance suggesting it was the lost 2012 find, possibly stashed after the scandal. Auctioned for $92,000, it shattered records, its saga of doubt and redemption adding layers of intrigue that captivated collectors. Values surged in the 2020s, propelled by a collectibles boom amid global uncertainties. Social media amplified the hunt, with TikTok videos and Reddit threads teaching enthusiasts to spot the doubling. A 2023 sale of an MS-64 example hit $12,000, building tension as high-grade coins grew scarcer. The coin's ascent mirrored trends, advanced grading technology, global auction platforms, and a new generation valuing varieties as historical snapshots. Each sale hinted at a six-figure future, with whispers of a pristine specimen waiting in the wings. The era's impact went beyond visuals, redefining the coin's essence. The doubling, strongest on Lincoln's profile and inscriptions, created a three-dimensional illusion, as if the die hesitated mid-strike. Rarity intensified as survivors faced zinc's fragility, with high-grade examples prized for their luster. Theories on the error's origin, a misaligned hub or an overworked die, fueled speculation, while scarcity drove collectors to scour rolls with fervor. Sarah's journey resonated across the numismatic world. A retiree in 2019, sifting through a flea market haul, felt the same thrill spotting the doubled ear, only to navigate grading hurdles that pegged his coin at $800 due to wear. Emotions swirled, hope at discovery, anxiety awaiting certification, joy at confirmation. Market swings, dips and recessions, spikes and recoveries, mirrored the coin's path, each auction a milestone in its legend. The anomaly's visual quirk sparked questions about mint processes. Was it a one-off die flaw or a batch error during Denver's high-output year? Scarcity grew as coins succumbed to circulation's toll, each survivor a treasure. Another layer emerged, a 2018 report of counterfeit DDOs, crafted by manipulating standard coins, failed due to mismatched doubling patterns, boosting premiums for certified pieces. Through it all, the coin's value traced a suspenseful arc, from obscurity to icon. The $92,000 sale in 2024 wasn't just a number, it wove together mint errors, collector zeal, and a disputed coin's redemption, redefining a penny's worth. Each find, each bid, teased more to come, leaving the coin's full potential tantalizingly elusive.